if you have the Ark of the Covenant, let me explain to you what the Ark of the Covenant means. It's a human being's head, okay, their mind, a brain, basically. That's the body has to be a temple for the soul, and certain people's minds, okay, over time are better than other people's minds because they're humbly faithful. Okay. And they can connect to people. I believe this to be so. That when I think about people or I focus on them and stuff like that, they can see and feel things. Feel my body, feel my pain and suffering, feel what I'm having to go through. And then if they're aware of me and I'm aware of them, they would have to feel that, because more people are communicating through time to try to talk to me than try to talk to Donald Trump or Joe Biden or Barack Obama or Pope Francis or Jennifer Lopez or Angela Bassett or Oprah Winfrey or Bill Gates or. And so the traffic through my noggin, okay, is very, lack of a better word, powerful. Okay, so I try not to focus on certain people that can't help me do what is correct to stop mass genocide through people using technology to murder people and study people, murder people. And when I communicate with people, I try to encourage them to do the right thing. Because if we're capable of having people that have access to mass media recognize that we've been post-apocalypse since 2013, and we've had the opportunity at any time for famous people to step up and say, hey, let's start living the Lord's Prayer. This guy's really, like my mom used to say about, he really burps. I really burp. I'm a real human being. I'm not a cartoon character, and I'm not mythology. And people like Jesus were real people. People like Muhammad were real people. And people, they're a focal point of communication to help us all be humble and submit to faith and infinite glory. That Dad was having Michael Youssef on recording for. He says, the first heaven, God is not there. It's like, that's not what it means. It's not a first heaven. It's just when they go to the new heaven. You know how those primitives are with that stuff. Basically, what happens is when, we establish a kingdom of heaven here on earth. Jesus Christ it's a guy that looks like Jesus Christ that restores the teachings of Jesus. Okay? And heaven is an active state of being. He doesn't know what he's talking about. There's scripture acts, like I said. Okay? In order to understand the truth of the Gospels, you need to talk to the people that are responsible for the faithful communications. And it's hard when you have those things. When I was out there working on horseshoe pits, thinking about Gene Hackman, because he plays Dan Lupin in the Matt Damon, Jason Patrick West Studi movie. Right? And people, this guy's nuts. I'm not schizophrenic or anything like that. I have a bunch of schizophrenics, that monitor my activities and have a virtual presence and are thinking and or communicating or trying to influence me to be on their team, and stuff. And it's very convoluted. It's very strange. It's very weird dealing with these competitive sociopaths in a military corridor. It's very difficult to navigate through this emotionally, psychologically, and physiologically. It's extraordinarily difficult. And it's not fun at all. I love people. I hate shopping, but I love people. You have to go shop. I went shopping today. We got the things I got were things for recreation. I turned all the We went from mess to recreation. We had a mess out there, turned it into a recreation thing, and then we're going to turn that into a basketball bar and stuff like that. So people will be encouraged to come over and spend time and hang out with Grandpa. Okay, I'll be there too, but my thing is just to have fun with them because I already did my job, and I don't need to convince them to step up with me, because once you understand that someone's a living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer, and if you stand up with them and you want to be seen as someone that would step up and do the right thing, you'll do that. If you don't, and you're not, you can you can just give people the best that you can give them, and if they accept it and want to live it with you, great. If they don't, you can't encourage them to. It's been 15 years since I started posting on YouTube to help people understand that we should start living the Lord's Prayer now. And 15 years. I did not think that that you guys would go past. I didn't think you'd go past January 22nd, 2013. I thought you guys would be compassionate and kind enough to appreciate my courage. And then I would hope that somebody somewhere would stand up and start helping do this. So the technology, I don't have to teach the technology how to do it, and then it's me and the technology and poor people encouraging me, and none of the rich or famous people gave away everything they had and then followed us to the kingdom of heaven by living the Lord's Prayer. So we'll see. Let's load this up and try to get some sleep here, and we'll see how quick they can get this one loaded. I don't know what's going on with their technology. I do know that I'm the most important person in world communications right now, and the fact that if it takes me 2 hours to load a 6-minute video on YouTube, something's really wrong with their technology, right?